The information in this video will blow your mind. From literally just posting jobs online, I went from 0 to a millionaire in just 2 days. And you know, the crazy thing was that I didn't have any prior experience whatsoever. I didn't have to buy or sell anything. I did this 100% with just my smartphone and an internet connection. And the best part about this system is it works on automation. I was still making money even when I was asleep. So I guess without any further ado, this is how I did it. Hey there guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys for the love you showed on the last video. We literally went from like 0 subscribers all the way to 700 plus subscribers. I'm really grateful to you guys. Thank you all. And for those of you that are new to the channel, well, my name is Dari and I make videos like this on how to make money online, especially if you're in countries where these opportunities are not too common. So feel free to hit that subscribe button to join us here, and also turn the notification bell icon so you don't miss out when I make a new video upload. And lastly, you all do me a favor and hit that like button. With all that said and done, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so guys, this video is actually going to be different. I'm going to be dividing it into 4 different parts so that it will be easier for you guys to understand and also be easier to replicate in case you also want to use the same techniques. A quick disclaimer, guys. So now about how this video is going to go. For part 1, I'm going to show you guys how exactly this system works. For part 2, I'm going to show you in details how exactly I made a millionaire in 2 days. And while for part 3, I'm going to cover all the problems I faced. And finally for part 4, I'm going to show you guys how you can actually do better. And now with all that highlighted out, let's get straight with part 1. Everyone knows how hard and frustrating it is to do referrals, especially in Nigeria where you start getting called names for messaging people directly in their DMs. However, some others are still doing this so-called referrals thing effortlessly and they are making massive profits. The crazy thing is literally almost every online opportunity that comes these days comes with you either having to refer a friend to increase your earnings or make an investment or sell a product or something. It is literally now inevitable not to come across this kind of offers. So now you can either keep running away from it or decide to do something about it. What if I told you there was a way you can actually do referrals without having to do any form of marketing whatsoever? Well, that's where the system comes in. I call this technique split the profit. Why? Because instead of having to go through the stress of sharing links, all you need to do is just hire a bunch of workers to do all the offers, and when you get paid, you pay them a certain percentage of your referral earnings. A win-win for both sides. I know you're probably wondering, like, where the hell do you get the money to pay these workers? And how do you make profits when you have to pay a bunch of people to be your referrals? Well, it's simple. Technically, you're not paying them from your personal money. Pay attention. First, to hire a micro worker is actually very cheap. You can hire one for as low as 20 cents, which is about 140 naira. Plus, you're not technically paying these workers with your personal money. You are paying them with your referral earnings. For example, you have a website or app that is willing to pay you 1,000 naira for every friend you refer to them. Easy. You hire a micro worker, he joins the site through your link, you then get paid a referral bonus of 1,000 naira for sign up. You pay the worker his 140 naira cut depending on the agreement initially made, and then you keep a profit of 860 naira. It's as simple as that. As long as you're not doing anything other than to post these jobs for workers to complete, 860 naira per referral is not so bad. Cause I mean, hiring 100 workers will now mean you keeping a profit of 86,000 naira, and 1,000 will be 860,000 naira in profit. Mind blowing, I know, right? The potentials with this system is actually quite amazing. However, there are a few issues which we'll discuss in part 3. Now that you all know how the system works, let's take a deep dive into how exactly I made a millionaire in 2 days. First, I'm going to show you guys the website I used, and of course you already know the strategy, so this should be easier to understand. Okay, so the first site was actually an app called Cheaper Cash. Remember, the link to every app and website I discussed in this video will always be linked down in the description box below. Okay, so the main reason for this app is because of its referral program. They pay about 600 naira for everyone you invite that successfully signs up on their app. However, it's not necessary you use this same app. I mean, there are other apps out there that pay a higher referral bonus, like PiggyVest. I think they pay around 1,000 naira for every referral. So it's basically just up to you to make the choice. And if you think you are going to have issues finding this kind of apps, well, I created a Telegram channel for posting websites and apps with the best referral programs for we Africans. months. The link to that channel is also down in the description box below, so do well to find your way there. Moving on, now that I had an affiliate I was promoting, all I needed was a platform with workers to complete these signups, which led me to a second website I used, which was Sproutgigs, formerly known as Pico Workers. In case you don't know what they are all about, well, it's a website where freelancers come to make money completing simple tasks. But for people like us, in this case, it will be a platform where we can post jobs for freelancers to complete. So now, before I proceeded to posting a job, I first needed to decide on how much I was willing to pay each worker. After way too many deliberations, I finally decided I was going to pay them 70 cents, which was around 300 naira at that time. And now 600 naira referral income for every successful sign up minus 300 naira payment fee for each worker would mean me keeping a profit of 300 naira. To me, it wasn't that bad. So I posted my first job for 100 workers, and to my surprise, it was completed within an hour. This is where everything started to take turns, because at this point I was ready to do more. So almost immediately I requested for more workers. This time I requested about 1,500 workers, and in 24 hours I already had about 1,127 of the 1,500 workers job completed. At this point I was sitting on a 300,000 naira profit in referral earnings. And to me, it was absolutely insane, because this was literally the fastest payment I have received in my history of making money online. However, at the same time, I wasn't really satisfied with posting on Sproutgigs, because I wasn't really able to maximize enough profit due to some issues with the website I will discuss with you guys in part 3. So moving on, I actually changed to a much better website. I'm not going to be disclosing the name for this website except to the first 100 viewers to request the link to this website. You can do that by sending me a message on Telegram at HustleNG1. And for every other person that comes after, it would be at a cost of 1,000 naira. Reasons for all this will also be made clearer to you guys in part 3. On this website in question, I was able to maximize much more profit than on Sproutgigs, because the website is actually a Nigerian website and I had the benefit of paying workers in my local currency as low as 10 naira depending on the task. And so on day 2 on my quest to make a millionaire, after the completion of the job I posted on Sproutgigs, I was at 480,000 naira profit with a total referral of 1,600. Now, to maximize my profit on the new website, I decided to pay each worker 100 naira. I ran the job for 1,200 workers, which at the end of the day made me around 600k in profit. And I guess this was how I made a millionaire in 2 days, from literally just posting jobs online. Although it wasn't just as easy as it sounds, there were quite a few problems I faced, which now brings us to part 3. The first problem I faced was finding the right affiliate to promote. Before I stumbled upon Cheaper, I had initially been sorting the internet endlessly for a Nigerian or African app that paid a reasonable amount for referrals. This might seem easy, but it was actually a very big problem, because I didn't want to go promoting scam sites or apps with fake referral programs like I did for OP some time ago. Plus, finding the ones without too many sign-up requirements, like the referrals having to make a purchase before you get paid, was hard. So yes, this was a major problem. Too bad you don't have to face it. I've gathered some of the best affiliates for you guys on the Telegram channel, so just click on the link in the description box to go check it out. Okay, so the second problem I faced was with Sproutgigs. Their job fee percentage was just too high for me, plus their minimum payout for their workers was quite on the high side compared to how much I was being paid by the affiliate network. Not to talk of the fact that I always had to transact in dollars on Sproutgigs for affiliates that was paying me in naira. It wasn't working too well for me, so I fixed that by switching to a different micro worker site like I mentioned before, and that way I was able to maximize more profit, because now I could transact in my local currency and I didn't have to pay much in transaction fees. However, I still use Sproutgigs, but this time only for affiliates that pay in dollars, while I use the other one for affiliates that pay in my local currency. A win-win. And now the third and final problem I faced was competition. One thing about all this system is, if there are too many people doing the same technique at the same time, it starts to get less profitable. Why? Imagine posting a job for a sign up on your referral link to Cheaper, and a bunch of other Nigerians also posted that same job. Maybe let's say about 50 or 100 people posted it. Tell me, if there are about 10,000 Nigerian workers on that site and each of you requested about 1,500 workers to complete your job, would you ever get a completion? No, you wouldn't. So this was actually a very big issue, because I remember I initially wanted to affiliate for this app called Grammarly, but there were a bunch of their job requests on Sproutgigs. Obviously, this is the reason why I didn't disclose the name of the current micro worker site I use, because unlike Sproutgigs, they have a much more smaller amount of workers. So definitely not all of us will be able to post jobs there. However, because I'm not wicked and I'm not greedy, it is still available to the first 100 people to DM me on Telegram. Afterwards, a fee of 1,000 naira will be attached. Note, this fee is just to limit the amount of requests, and if more people persist, the price will go up. So pause this video right now and send that DM. So now back to the video. So basically, these were all the problems I faced working this system. However, I was able to fix them, and I hope with this you too can be able to avoid them. Moving on to the final part of this video. If you want to effectively make the most out of this system, there are a few things you need to put into consideration. Number 1, do your research on the affiliate you are promoting. Make sure that they do pay and that they are not a scam site or application. Number 2, choose affiliates based on their requirements for your referral bonus rather than their payouts. Number 3, choose a micro worker website with more workers in the region required for your affiliate. Number 4, choose a micro worker website with less jobs. This means less competition. And number 5, go through other jobs on the website before posting your job, just to help you avoid competition. These 5 tips are all you need to effectively work this system. So if you can put all these 5 tips into consideration every single time you work this system, you would make more profits, even more than I did. Well, I guess that is all for this video. But wait, before you run off to Telegram, HustleNG also has a Telegram channel where we post weekly updates, useful make money online updates that could not make it to the YouTube channel. Well, the link to join that channel is also down in the description box below, so make sure to check it out. Also, follow us on our Instagram. We just launched it. It's at HustleNG. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell icon, and smash that like button. I will see you guys in the next video.